Good afternoon. My name is Lynn Ojeda, and I have the honor of serving as principal of Plano ISD Academy High School. It is my privilege to welcome you to our graduation ceremony today for the class of 2017. We have several Academy leaders who will be joining us as Master of Ceremonies on stage today. Ms. Kathy Broadhead will play the piano for the processional and the recessional. Please stay seated during the processional and recessional so that all guests will be able to see the graduates walking in. Thank you. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and class of 2017. This is our first graduating class to have been with us for all 4 years of their high school journey. And we have gathered here this afternoon to observe and engage young men and women who've met challenges with grace and growth, who have shared their talents with us, who have taken risks with us, and who, along with their families, trusted that we could do this and that it would be amazing. My word today, maybe two, are abundance and gratitude. This room is filled with an abundance of hope, an abundance of pride, an abundance of relief, perhaps some trepidation, an abundance of excitement, and an abundance of love from your faculty who are with you here today. I congratulate you on all of your hard work. Thank you to all of our fourth-year class leaders for all the ways you have given back to our campus and our community. It may have felt at some times early in your journey that you were somehow overshadowed, but know that this is not the case. The way we do school, the expectation for your academic prowess and productivity, what you have contributed has far exceeded our expectations. And we are extremely proud of you and grateful for the mark you have made at Plano ISD Academy High School. And don't worry, Miss Wiley, that's the only time I'll go off script, I promise. I am privileged to begin today's celebration with the introduction of some of our special guests on and off stage. Many of these individuals were instrumental in not only the dream, the vision, the ideation, but also the implementation of Plano ISD Academy High School. From our Board of Trustees, we welcome Missy Bender, President. Please stand. Nancy Humphrey, Vice President. Carolyn Mobius, Secretary and proud Titan mom. Dr. Yoram Solomon, Greg Meyer, and Angela Powell. We are also joined by our superintendent and cabinet members. Please stand as I call your name. Dr. Brian T. Bingley, Superintendent of Schools. Sarah Bonzer, Interim Deputy Superintendent. Steve Fortenberry, Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Jim Wuso, Assistant Superintendent for Academic Services. Susan Modisette, Assistant Superintendent for Campus Services. Dr. Carrie Cooper, Assistant Superintendent for District Services. Carla Oliver, Assistant Superintendent for Government, Community, and Planning Initiatives. Dan Armstrong, Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services. And Dr. Matthew Gutierrez, Assistant Superintendent for Employee Services. And Ms. Renee Godey sends her congratulations from a distance as she's not able to join us today. She is indeed very proud of you. Ms. Godey served as principal in the opening year and now is our executive director for secondary campuses, and her vision and her leadership have been instrumental in your journey as well. On behalf of Academy High School community, please join me in recognizing these individuals once more for their continuous support of our learners at Plano ISD Academy High School. Our staff members are already standing, but we do have additional support personnel in our amidst today. And for those of you who are part of our Titan family, as a faculty member, staff member, support staff, we invite you to stand and be recognized by this group. At this time, you may be seated. And now I would like to introduce our 2017 class president, Will Greenman. Congratulations. Okay. Stay here with me. Excuse me, we have mixed some pages around, so I'm jumping ahead. If I could please have Herb and Dave join me on stage to begin our opening ceremonies.
Good afternoon. I'm Herb Corlew. I am president of the Spartan Club.
And I'm David Yang, Solar Car Chief of Staff and Mu Alpha Theta Treasurer.
We are honored to be the first learners to congratulate Academy High School's graduating class of 2017. Please stand as you are able and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, and observe a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please observe a moment of silence.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you so much. Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am the senior class president, Will Greenman. I'd like to welcome everyone who came to this very special event. Parents, siblings, grandparents, faculty, people who thought this was the junior oboe recital. It's in the other auditorium, but you're welcome to stay. 1,380 days ago, 150 bright-eyed, passionate freshmen arrived at 1701 Alma Drive for our very first day at the Plano Academy High School. We would embark on the journey of our lives, experiencing some projects that would change our perspective on life forever. But there were dark times too. There was Project Sustain, a decision room, amongst other things. Even through those darker times, we persevered and we accomplished extraordinary things. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a testament to our commitment and dedication. We've had our ups and downs, but I am so honored to be part of such a distinguished group of young men and women, and I feel it's only right if I thank each and every one of you. Akash, Aaron, Adam, Annika, Austin, just kidding. I would also like to extend my congratulations to the class of 2017. Clap. I think it's safe to say we did not have the typical high school experience. We traded football games for robotics competitions. In a place where being smart and quirky is definitely an advantage. It may not seem like it yet, but we are a remarkable group, and there's not a doubt in my mind that we were one of the best ever graduating classes of the Academy. Definitely in the top 2. Over the past 4 years, I've been surrounded by the best classmates, the best facilitators, and we've been lucky enough to have a truly amazing and state-of-the-art campus. I've learned so much from all of you, and I'm so grateful for that. Now, I would like to tell you one thing I hope you will all remember. There's nothing better than genuine happiness. Not the happiness you fake when you're talking to your grandma on the phone. Sorry, Nana and Mimi, not you guys. But the happiness you get when you have nothing to do and you can play video games for 12 hours straight. So, ladies and gentlemen, find what makes you happy and never let it go. Thank you all so much. I truly wish the best for all of you. And now, I'd like to introduce our graduation video montage. You come from a land down under.
My favorite superhero is Captain America because he has great leadership.
My favorite map on Call of Duty Zombies is probably Mob of the Dead. It's pretty cool wonder weapons that you can build. A lot of nostalgia associated with that map.
Hey guys, quiet on the set, bro. I'm Christian Panaga.
My name is Jade Nolan.
My name is Jordan Craig. I'm a graduate of Plano Academy High School, class of 2017.
I'm Jason Benton, and I forgot it already.
A graduate of the Plano ISD Academy High School.
Class of 2017. It's just great to be that foundation of the legacy. We're basically creating the foundation for what's to come in the future, so it's great to show, where we started from and then where we are now throughout the last 4 years.
Hello, this is Chancey Wright and Jade Nolan reporting live from Black Tire
I really want to
expand that original goal that I had in developing this project, get it published to the App Store and get it ready for people across America to use.
How do we engage the public effectively regarding topical political issues? Miles Greenfield, 2032.
My personal goal was their awareness of how minorities feel in a majority environment. Cognitive dissonance, the difference between your attitude and your behavior.
Slideville, 3 templates, 3 icons, for everyone, forever.
So we started off with 13 people our first year, and then our second year we had something like 30, and now we have 50 to 60. I'm really thankful for Ms. Burnham, who's our calculus teacher and our pre-cal teacher, for the amount of hours that she dedicates to robotics and just her continuous efforts into making sure that our team is successful.
I'm especially thankful for all the remarkable opportunities this school has provided myself and my peers. It's just been a really fantastic experience.
Without coming to the school, I would have just had the same friend group and kind of jumping out, joining this new thing.
I'm really grateful that they gave us the opportunity to be creative with how we wanted to carry out our projects.
I think in Solar Car, we learned how to get a feel for the skill sets of different people and how to allocate tasks to different people.
I came to the academy not really knowing how to socialize with people or how to do presentations. And by the end of my first year, I was a lot more confident in myself and I had more friends than I'd ever had. So, I mean, I really owe the academy that.
I was able to further my proficiency and my education in the engineering aspects of a lot of the STEAM categories.
The thing that I'm most thankful for since coming to the Academy has been the loving and supporting staff of this building. Without them, I would never be where I am today.
I would thank Ms. Wiley, our counselor. She's been with us for most of our experiences here.
Thank you, Ms. Hirsch, for caring so much about your students. I really appreciate all the help you gave me in math. You did a great job.
I'd love to say thank you, first off, to Jade Noland, a great person to look up to, a good leader.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to both Ms. Breyer and Ms. Vandaloo. You guys have really impacted my life and always been there for me. You both rock.
Ms. Paquette, she's like a second mom. Obviously, Ms. Paquette, if you're watching, my heart goes out to you, and you whip these kids into shape. Don't go soft on me, Ms. Paquette.
More than a few people here among the staff are some sort of geek in some way. The English teachers who often love reading, and then there's one English teacher who's a gamer. It's just all over the place.
One facilitator that I would like to give a shout out to is Miss Cameron Davis. She's been with us 3 out of the 4 years. She started with us in the very first year. She's really been a really good influence on me.
I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Diner, coolest government teacher out there, realest guy I know. Mostly all my friends at administration, really cool people who helped me out throughout the year.
Bradley Bailey, Mr. Fawcett, and he was able to help me understand some engineering aspects.
I'd just like to give thanks to all the facilitators throughout the 4 years. It was just as much of a leap of faith for them to come here, I'd assume, as it was for us as the learners. The fact that they believed in us, had faith in us, and developed strong connections with us over 4 years is very special.
I would like to say thank you to David Yang on behalf of everybody because I think he really helps everybody out at every chance that he can.
It's the people at Academy that make this place really special.
I like to thank my friends and Ms. Godey. She was our first principal at Academy High School, was able to make Academy a school and provide us a learning experience
That's pretty much all I got.
Shout out to my good friend Richard, aka Big Brisket, aka Pine Proof Paul. You know, much love from the South. You know, if you can survive a tree, you can survive anything, man. Keep going.
Love you, Richard. Love you. Shout out my friends for helping me just kind of blossom to this flower I am now.
I mean, if I'm talking to myself in the future, I hope things have gone as planned. If not, hopefully things are doing better than planned. And just hello, everyone, in the future or the present.
Work hard, never give up, never surrender. Peace.
It's really cool that we're the first class to go here the entire 4 years and to see, where we started and then where we are now and what we've accomplished throughout that time.
The Academy will truly be a strong component in how we build off our experiences in the future.
They've done an excellent job training us for our careers and for college.
I hope to see you guys around, out in the world, doing big things like I know you will.
It was really great being here with everyone and getting to see so many different types of people grow and change.
I'm a graduate of the Plano ISD Academy High School.
Plano Academy High School.
Academy High School.
Class of 2017.
Catch you guys later. I gotta go. Mountain's calling me. Oh, wait a minute. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Ta-da!
I'd also like to give thanks to Jonathan Miller, who is a wonderful advocate for our school and a very busy member of Plano ISD's communication department. He has a way of capturing our story in a very special way, so we thank you. Every day, you all amaze me, from setting up your workspace in the elevator, to asking me for a blender, to trying to convince me that a rabbit really is a service animal. You have taught me more about being a principal than any other group of kids. You really have. I've had to learn a lot more about our board policy, a lot more about curriculum, a lot more about the fact that my no muscle is probably the smallest muscle in my body. And for that, I'm grateful. One of these amazing learners who has risen to the top of his class is one I'm super proud of. I know you'll join me in welcoming our 2017 valedictorian, Hank Davis, to the stage.
Class of 2017, I come before you today to tell you a story with a message. That story is my story. Early on in middle school, I devised a plan that would prepare me for a successful career. The plan was simple in concept, but I anticipated that it would be difficult to execute. It goes as follows: attend an excellent university and come out with little to no student debt. To achieve this goal, my first step was to succeed in the things that I could impact the most. For me as a middle schooler, this was my performance in my classes. In my very first class that would be my high school transcript, Spanish 1, I received good grades, but I wasn't taking advantage of all the opportunities that were available for me to learn and grow. That summer, between my 7th and 8th grade years, I sat down and reevaluated where I was and my aspirations. I came to the conclusion that if I still wanted to reach those aspirations, I'd have to make some changes to my approach of school and what it took to succeed. I came to the conclusion that if I still wanted to achieve those goals, that I would have to modify what I was doing. Ever since the end of my 7th grade year, I've more actively pursued the many educational opportunities and resources available to me as a PIC student and more specifically as an academy student. Fast forward to the beginning of this school year, I had to accomplish the next part of my goal, get into that excellent university. I knew that I had an option that was great for me for college, that was nearly a sure thing, where I could go there and get a degree that was respected by many and come out with not a dime in tuition debt. But I didn't want to go there. I wanted something different. So I set out on an epic journey to find a college that could make my vision a reality. I applied to 21 colleges near and far. I wrote a total of 7,467 words for the 28 application essays I submitted. At this point, you're likely thinking, wow, this guy's nuts. I applied to 6 schools and I thought that was a lot. Well, the thing is, this is something I really wanted to see happen. So I wanted there to be as many options as possible to get that outstanding offer. At the end of March, all the college admissions were in, and it was clear that even though I hadn't gotten to every school I wanted to, I had some really fantastic options to choose from. And then I came up on the part I knew would be the hardest of all that I had faced before, convincing the parents of where I wanted to go. For one of the most important presentations I'll ever make, I had to prepare like I did for many academy presentations. I called in my spreadsheet skills I learned in 9th grade to create elaborate cost analysis and debt repayment forecasting visuals. I remembered my experiences presenting my ideas during my internship last summer as an intern in the State Farm Corporate Systems Department. Everything I learned and experienced over the past 4 years was important for me to present my choice. While it was not an immediate yes from my parents, because it is hard to turn down a full ride, it was eventually a yes. After all the work I've put in since middle school, I can confidently say that I have achieved my initial goal. I'll be attending the number 7th ranked computer engineering program in the nation at the University of Texas. And by my calculations, I'll be able to nix my college debt by age 26. The message of all this, classmates, is that there are things in this world that you will think that don't seem achievable, but you are prepared. As an academy graduate, you have many skills that you may not even know. The reason that is because the person on the left of you and the person on the right of you has those skills as well. The founding norms of the Academy of collaboration, teamwork, and communication are skills that are deeply ingrained in all of us. As you go out into the world, ask each one of you to challenge what is expected of you. Thank you to the facilitators, counselors, administrators, parents, relatives, and of course, the Plano ISD Academy High School Class of 2017.
Thank you to both Will and Hank for your outstanding leadership. It is my honor to thank the Plano ISD Academy High School graduating class of 2017 for creating the traditions and culture of our school in your own unique way that will last for generations to come and make one proud to be a Titan. Academy High School learners know how to take care of each other, take care of themselves, and take care of our school. All of our seniors are graduating on the distinguished graduation plan with both the multidisciplinary and STEM endorsements. You may also refer to your program to see the distinction of some of our outstanding seniors graduating summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. We have some special seniors sporting cords from their various organizations that they have joined over the 4 years, and we are certainly proud of your participation and leadership in those areas. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Dr. Bingley and members of the Plano Independent School District Board of Trustees, I am pleased to announce the learners seated before you have met all state and local requirements to participate in this ceremony as prescribed by the Plano Independent School District Board of Education and the Texas Education Agency. I now hereby declare each graduate worthy of the high school diploma from Plano ISD Academy High School. 2017 graduates, we are all proud of you. We will miss you. We will miss you while you're away, but you will always be a member of our Titan family. And don't forget, I got all of your email addresses so I can ask you to be mentors and come back and serve as panelists and eventually give somebody an internship in your company. It's part of paying it forward. You found the right place for your high school education, and now you will find your place in the world. Thank you for leaving a legacy to be proud of. It is my honor to welcome you to the stage to be recognized for your achievement. The introduction of graduates will be made by our cherished facilitator, Russell Young. The presentation of the diploma will be made by our Board of Trustees President, Missy Bender, joined by Secretary Carolyn Mobius, with assistance from Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brian Bingley, and myself. Graduating class of Plano ISD Academy High School, please come forward and receive your diploma.
Jacob Alexander Ames. Syed Abdul Kareem Faber. Elizabeth Page Baker. Annika Alexis Beat. Samuel Kevin Balessa. Jason James Benton. Colin Joseph Best. Kadar Jahel Brooks. Chase Alexander Browder. Jared Michael Bird. Sharon Pamela Carcano. Jordan Janae Collins. Herbert Matthew Corlew. Jordan Armand Crank. Caitlin Nicole Crow. Henry Claude Davis. Mason Thomas Davis. Nathan Douglas DeWeese. Connor Ray Duncan. Austin Joseph Dwiggins. Hope Ann Edge. Trenton Michael Flake. Jackson Kyle Foster. Benjamin Donald Friedman. Brandon James Gansell. Chloe Lauren Gibbons. Skylar Reese Godinez. Nicholas Stephen Goodman. Elliot Porter Gorman. Miles Martin Greenfield. William Andrew Greenman. Joseph Davis Griesmer. Hannah Elise Hart. Josh Ryan Heald. Kelly Marie Holland. Stephen Grant Holly. Alan Charles Houston. Donald Henry Howard. Micah Aiden Howell. Matthew Paul Jameson. Junha Jang. Imran Jha Khan. James Andrew Kynard. Donald Bernard King III. Elizabeth Sarah Korzynski. Shane Austin Coven. Brian Wayan Lamb. Nicholas Matthew Lee. Mason Rex Lee. Braulio Ramon Loesa. Gillian Francis Corpus Menelese. Blake Adam Margolis. Lorenzo Thomas Mata. Jackson Albin McCann. Mira Nicole McCrell. Sierra Dolores Mendez. Rahul Raj Menon. Sarah Catherine Mobius. Emily Reagan Morrison. Monica Wamoyo Malinge. Andrew Christopher Naparano. Nelly Assumpta Window Nge. Jade Andrea Nolan. Luke Allen Paget. Ryan Alexander Perlman. Quentin Joseph Peltzer. Denton Ashby Pitts. Nina Chris Beth Powell. Crystal Daniela Roach. Hannah K. Robinson. Susanna Ross. Aaron James Rosado. Sean Thomas Rumney. John Jairo Salazar. Jacob Allen Sawyer. George Matthew Schaefer. Mikkel Eliel Saraldi. Benjamin Emmanuel Schur. Michael Edward Silvestri. Mason Delaney Sims. Trenton Allen Skogsberg. Akash Sai Tamana. Jared Herman Tate. Nathan Rand Thrift. Richard Travis Tillman. Alin Siobhan Tovey. Garrett Michael Tucker. Graham David Varnell. Lydia Tamer Victor Doss. Helena Marie Walker. Oliver Sebastian Warren. Chancey Danae White. Ephraim Samson Wiederman. Buck Hunter Williams. Cade Bryant Williams. Christian Wilfredo Williams Panaga. Adam Gregory Wilson. David Yang.
Congratulations, graduates. I would now like to introduce our wonderful salutatorian, Blake Margolis.
See if I can do this without anything like falling off. All right. Hi, Titans. All right. I must say we have to be the only school in North America which feels nostalgic about these supplies. Class of 2017, we started our journey 4 years ago spending way too much time making cars out of leftover furniture cartons. At the time, I did not understand why we did this. It seemed like a waste of time, but now I realize that starting with this activity helped us to quickly build a culture and learn how to fail somewhat gracefully. While I still feel haunted by the smell of cardboard, this special low noise tape and the sounds both items make, which by the way, low noise makes the weirdest sound. Learning to fail has been an important lesson for all of us. It has prepared us for the real world, for the harsh reality that many of our ideas are not realistic. Exposed to this reality, we have become used to failure, disappointment, and negative feedback. But you know what? I think this disregard for failure makes us better people. I think that teaching us to fail will make us more likely to find that one project, that one idea, that one product which will impact the world. We have attended a school which has no guarantees. When we first visited this school, when we first stepped into the vacant office building at 1701 Alma Drive, the only interesting things were a few murals scattered around the building and the cantina on the 3rd floor. Fast forward to August 2013. We finally got to see the newly finished building, and fellow classmates, we made it at school. This first year was one of many failures, but our experiences helped our facilitators to make groundbreaking curriculum, setting up the next classes for success. Failure in education is conventionally part of what makes students lose interest in the system. However, at the Academy, we are taught that failure is still worse than succeeding, but is also unavoidable. We were not put into situations where it's concrete what you need to do to succeed, such as life. In any other conventional curriculum, we would have been explicitly told what is expected of us. After receiving your diploma, I hope you realize that our lack of explicit direction has prepared us for the harsh realities of life, where nothing is guaranteed, and the only reliable source of direction will be from your own self-motivation. This is why I believe that our experience with failure has prepared us for the real world. To our facilitators, faculty, and administration, thank you for enabling our class to take part in a school where we are taught not only Googleable facts, but how to think in abstraction, to give us open-ended questions, and to set us loose on projects where we have to rely on ourselves to complete the task. Thank you, facilitators, for continuing to believe in us after endlessly having to hurt us, keep us accountable, stay up for late-night video conferences, and having to constantly develop curriculum. While I, nor anybody else in this auditorium can tell you what to do with the next 4 years of your life, I hope you all continue in something open-ended, something abstract, something you are endlessly passionate about. Have no regrets about reaching the next level of your life, of abstract thinking, of your education. This is what being an Academy Titan means to me, and why I think we were all drawn to the Academy. Submitted with undying love for Project Sustain, Grove to Glass, ABN, A League of Our Own, Tiny Homes, True Grit, Really Really Cold Case, Beneath the Surface, Quantum Leap, Project X, Fight for Your Rights, Ka-Ching, Decision Room, Going Viral, Now or Later, Mirror Mirror, Project Runway, It's Alive, Capstone, and of course, our incredibly productive Maymester courses. I remain Blake Margolis, Plano Academy High School, Class of 2017, Salutatorian.
At this time, we welcome Miss Elizabeth Baker and Mr. Miles Greenfield to the stage.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Baker.
And I'm Miles Greenfield.
Before I begin, I'd like everyone, graduates, facilitators, and audience members alike, to consider the events, both in our lives and in human history, that have occurred for us to arrive here to celebrate in this room together. All of the decisions made by ourselves, our family members, and our ancestors. Our being together today is a wondrous thing, and I'm overjoyed to be sharing this moment with all of you. Titans, we've made it. We are standing on the cusp of adulthood, and we are ever so close to diving into it all. If you're like Elizabeth and me, that comes with a feeling of a bit of apprehension, torn between the excitement of your next steps and the terror of charging into our individual unknowns. We've done this before, right before our journey began here at the Academy and what is culminating here. While I'm sure each of us would like to believe we did this on our own, that's not the truth. Behind every Titan, there is a parent, sibling, family member, or friend fiercely supporting our endeavors. They love us for our achievements and in spite of our flaws. They are a lighthouse when everything seems dark and an anchor in times of prosperity. To those parents, siblings, family members, and friends here today, on behalf of the Academy's graduates, thank you, and we are so privileged to have you here today. Titans, our journey together at the Academy may be coming to a close this afternoon, but that's all that's ending. Our friendships, our memories, our experiences, and our familial bond will persevere for years to come. To seal that pact with each other, please stand and join Elizabeth and I in reciting our class pledge. Yep, I know, come on. Should be coming up here, all right. Embarking on a new journey, we have charged into the unknown, determined and confident in our resolve, purposed and enlightened. As the charter class, we pledge to withstand trials, to accept failure, to reach beyond boundaries, to innovate our world, and to leave a legacy.
Last year, we shared in the tradition of class rings. Prior to graduation, the class ring is worn with the ring emblem facing to the learner as a symbol of self-inspiration and determination. The class turned the ring to this position at the ring ceremony, locking the rings together and uniting the learners as a class committed to graduating together. Class of 2017, please turn your rings now with the emblem facing outward as a symbol to go out into the world to inspire and lead others. Seniors, we have had an experience like no other. Let these rings forever remind us of our time together as a Titan family.
Please welcome Jade Nolan to the stage.
Good afternoon, Titans, family, and friends. As Student Council President, I wanted to speak briefly on the behalf of all of the learners to share our gratitude for all of the facilitators who have helped us reach this point in our lives. While we were nervous about our first day at the Plano Academy in 2013, many of us didn't realize that the facilitators who were interviewing and training would also be experiencing the same anxiety of not necessarily knowing what we were getting into. As we went through some crazy trial and errors, they all guided us along the way to the best of their abilities. They have given more to us than any average person would ever do. Though they probably have their own lives outside of school, they somehow managed to set up for events, practices, tutorials, or whatever crazy requests we had for them, despite only being asked the day or hour before. They support us inside and out of the classroom, having been there through the heartaches, disagreement with friends, that one awful haircut your mom made you get, or perhaps the first disappointing grade that you ever received. Each year, we've had a team who shows that they truly and deeply care about each and every one of us, but it's impossible for me to say everything that they've done for us within the 2-minute time slot I have today. However, I especially want to acknowledge the fourth-year team, Mrs. Bolton, Senorita Brown, Mrs. Burnham, Mrs. Davis, Mr. Diner, Mrs. Paquette, Ms. Terrell, and Ms. Nordland. This year we had to face the decision of where we were going after today and what we were going to do. When we were confused and lost, it was you all who we turned to find guidance and ourselves. It was through your classes that we figured out what we liked or perhaps what we didn't like to do. We'll miss the friendship and connections next year when our professor doesn't remember our name even after a semester of being in the course. And a special shout out to Mrs. Davis, who we had for 3 out of the 4 years here, and I don't know how you did it. The facilitators at the Academy grew up with us, and that's why we've truly become a family. The amazing group of facilitators, as well as the school staff in general, have given so much love and dedication to make this school succeed the way it has thus far. For all of this and more, facilitators, please rise and be recognized for your contribution to the Academy. We thank you for everything that you've done, and we will miss you so much next year. Thank you.
As our 2017 graduation is coming to a close, I'm humbled by the love and togetherness that's gathered here today in this room. Graduates, there is another tradition that symbolizes you moving from learner to graduate, and that is the turning of your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. Go ahead and do that now. Graduates, at this time, please stand and face the auditorium, full of all of the people in this room who've supported you and helped you get to this place. Family and friends, join me in congratulating Plano ISD Academy High School graduating class of 2017. At this time, we will begin our recessional. Audience, we ask that you please remain seated during the recessional. Following the recessional, you will be able to meet your graduate outside of the building. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.